Okay, in this video, we're going to look at problem 10 on the review sheet. So let's go ahead and get that. Take a look at there. Oh, that's not it. And here it is. Okay, so we're looking at number 10, x squared plus 5x minus 24 over x plus 8. And this is really the only division problem on the review. So there'll be just one problem on this video. All right, so here we have this problem. And so the bottom number, that's known as the divisor. It's the one doing the dividing. And the top one, that's the dividend. The answer is the quotient. And then the remainder, we add that to the quotient over the divisor. So in division, the number outside the division sign, that's our divisor. The dividend goes inside. Quotient, that's our answer, that goes on top. And then the last number, if there's a remainder, that's what's left over after you can't divide anymore. Okay, so in this case, the x plus 8 is our divisor, that goes outside. The x squared plus 5x minus 24, that's our dividend. And so the whole idea here is to eliminate the first term in each row. So since we have 1, 2 terms here, we start 1, 2 terms over. And so we're going to start here. Because the x is positive, we're going to start with a positive in the quotient. We ask ourselves, what times x will give us x squared? Well, x does, because x times x is x squared, but we have to multiply. X times x is x squared. But we also have to multiply x times the 8. X times 8 is plus 8x. And then in the bottom row, just like when we're dividing with numbers, the bottom row we subtract. Well, that means we change the sign. So if it's a plus, we make it a minus. If it's a minus, we make it a plus. And then if the signs are opposite, we subtract. If the signs are the same, we add. So this is a positive x and a negative x. The signs are opposite, so we subtract. 1x squared minus 1x squared is 0x squared. So that eliminates the x squares. So here we have the 8x was changed to a negative. So we have a negative 8x and a positive 5x. Since the signs are opposite, we subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. And since there's more negative than positive, it's a minus 3x. Okay, now just like when we're dividing numbers, we bring the next term down. So we bring the sign and the number down, a negative 24. Since this starts with a negative, we start with a negative in our quotient. And we ask ourselves, what times x will give us, what negative number times x will give us a negative 3x? Well, negative 3 does. Negative 3 times x is a negative 3x. And negative 3 times 8, 8 times 3 is 24. So a negative 8, 3 times 8 is a negative 24. So what do we do with this bottom row? We subtract. So we change the signs. Distribute a negative. And that makes the minus sign a plus. For the 3x makes the minus sign a plus for the 24. So we have a negative 3x and a positive 3x. The signs are opposite. Negative 3 minus 3 is 0. So that eliminates the x's, and then a positive 24 and a negative 24, those go to 0. So we really don't have we don't normally just say that the remainder is 0. We just don't write anything. So our answer, our quotient, is x minus 3, and that's it. We're done. Okay.